The 13-year-old charged as an adult after allegedly shooting at Douglas County deputies made a brief court appearance today. Carson Peterson from the town of Superior is in custody after the incident a week ago Tuesday. He allegedly fired a long gun at deputies who had responded to his home on reports that the boy was yelling and throwing things. And no one was hurt. Peterson is now charged with attempted murder. In court today for a preliminary hearing, the state called witnesses who recalled the incident. Peterson's attorney did not call any witnesses. The judge found probable cause to keep the case in adult court. Peterson's next hearing is June 4th.